Hi, this is Emmanuel from Sophos Support, and today I'll give an overview of impersonation protection for Sophos email, including some recent improvements we've made. Today I'll cover this feature's function and how to configure the policy, how to manage your VIPs, and lastly, I'll show you where to view detection entries. Before starting, note that impersonation protection is only available with a Sophos Email Advanced license. Let's get started. Impersonation protection is a feature that protects you from emails pretending to come from well-known brands or important people within or outside your organization. There are three components. VIP impersonation compares the inbound email's display name or email address domain to users in the VIP management list. These can be either internal or external VIPs. Meanwhile, brand impersonation looks for the most abused cloud services. And in cases where there's no match for a VIP or frequently targeted brand, general impersonation flags impersonation attempts based on machine learning and anti-phishing heuristics. To configure impersonation protection, go to My Products, Email Protection, Policies. Choose the desired policy. Here, I'll choose the base policy, which applies to everybody. If you have other policies that you want impersonation protection applied to, make sure to configure them accordingly. Go to Settings, then Impersonation Protection. Each impersonation type is separated, which allows you to take a different action or toggle each one on or off. Optionally, aggressive mode can be enabled for VIP impersonation if you wish to only match VIPs based on name matching and ignore machine learning and anti-phishing heuristics. On the left, you'll see the default action for each impersonation type. Open the drop-down menu to view other actions. There are 4 options coming to all types: Add banner, quarantine, tag subject line, and delete. By default, a banner is added to impersonated emails. Smart banners, like the one shown here, are added for HTML format emails. For plain text emails, a plain text banner is added on top of the message. In the case of smart banners, you can modify these to include options to block the sender, report the message to Sophos, or both. Reporting messages to Sophos allows us to continually improve our impersonation detection. Note, if you enable report message to Sophos, this option pops up once the user clicks the block sender link. Let's return to the options. Quarantine puts the email into the admin quarantine. Note that messages placed here will not appear for users in their self-service portal nor their quarantine summary unless you choose this option. Tag subject line tags the email subject line with an indicator. You can customize the message as you see fit. And the link will immediately remove the suspicious message upon detection. Lastly, for general impersonation, there is an additional action available to deliver the email. If you make any changes, make sure to save the policy before continuing. Now, let's look at the VIP management list. To navigate there, click on the link within the Impersonation Protection policy. Or under Email Protection, go to Settings. Then go to Business Email Compromise and select the Impersonation tab. In here, you can identify and add users that are at risk of being spoofed within or outside your organization. For example, the company's CEO or a partner you commonly interact with. Note that basic impersonation protection remains active even if your VIP management list is empty. However, we strongly recommend you add your internal and external VIPs to ensure optimal protection. Use the search to check if a user is already on the list. This is useful as your management list grows larger. The VIP management list can hold a maximum of 1,000 entries. To add a new user to the list, click Add VIP. You can either manually add an entry or import a list. I'll start by manually adding an entry. First, select whether this is an internal or external VIP. In this case, I'll choose an internal VIP, which refers to email addresses or users within the organization. Locate the user by entering the first name, last name, or email address. Then click Save. Next, I'll add an external VIP. This refers to external senders outside the organization. This could be a partner company or organization that you normally interact with. For external VIPs, you must enter both the name and email address. If you're unsure of which users to add to the VIP management list and have Active Directory Sync enabled, you can click Help me find VIPs. This suggests users that should be protected based on their job titles or group roles. Lastly, you can bulk import users into the list. Up to 1000 entries can be added at a time. Refer to the requirements for the CSV file here. A template is available to get you started. Note, if this checkbox is selected, the existing list will be replaced with the imported data, so use caution to prevent losing any VIP list entries. If any issues are found during the CSV import, they'll be displayed. Incorrect VIP type refers to an internal user that was added as external or vice versa. Invalid name indicates the entry contains unsupported characters or is missing characters. Invalid email ID indicates that you need to check the spelling or format of the email address. And lastly, invalid VIP type indicates that neither internal nor external type has been set for the user. Returning to the VIP list, once you've added your users, you have the option to filter the list here. You can view all VIPs, internal entries, or external entries. Select users by clicking the checkbox next to the username. You can then remove entries if needed by clicking delete. Or choose export to generate a new CSV file of the selected users or the entire VIP management list. Let's move on. There are 4 places to view the impersonation protection detection entries. These are located in the report section, message history, message summary, at-risk users, and the quarantine messages page. The message history shows all messages scanned by Sophos email. You can filter the category so only impersonation emails are shown. And you can further filter to show all types, brand, internal or external VIP, or general impersonation email detections. Click the individual email to view further details. In this example, this email was coded as internal VIP impersonation and matches the user SSS. The timeline of events is shown here. The same goes for external VIP impersonation as seen here. And lastly, here's an example of brand impersonation. Next, let's look at the message summary for detections. This shows a tally per day of different detections from Sophos email. To view only the impersonation tally, simply deselect all other detection types. Next, you can look at the at-risk users report. Adjust the display date range if needed. This shows which users receive impersonation attempts most often, which days impersonations occur, and the impersonation types. This page is shared with the time of click entries, which also tallies the number of blocked or warned sites and risky URLs clicked by the user. Clicking on the risk index value shows the events that occurred for that user in the specified date range. Finally, if you've set the impersonation policy action to quarantine, you'll see the emails in the quarantine messages page. This is similar to the message history. However, you can take different actions on these messages to release and allow, delete, or delete and block them. However, keep in mind that only the Sophos central admin has the ability to do so. As a reminder, users will not see the messages in their quarantine summary nor self-service portal unless you specify this behavior in the policy. And that covers our overview of impersonation protection in Sophos email. I hope you found this useful. Refer to the linked documentation for this TechBit in the video description. For further assistance, view and post questions on the Sophos community. And visit Sophos TechBits for more helpful videos like this one.